Subscription services are terrible, and they've taken over every aspect of business. Despite being an extremely, extremely old form of business, they seem to have encroached into everything. But ours is not that bad, so hear about ours. All this and more in today's episode of the Murdy Creative Co podcast. And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is, what did I call it? Why subscriptions are terrible, but we want to change that. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who's supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at Murdy Creative Co. That's M-U-R-D-Y, creative.co. Or you can check us out on all sorts of social media platforms. We appreciate everyone who has been a supporter of the company, and we are excited to tell you guys about a new program that we've been working on. For us, the subscription program idea started, I think, 4 years ago, actually. And honestly, I have gone through maybe 8 iterations of what I want this to be and what I thought might work. First, we were going to do a subscription box where you were going to get something every month, and then we realized that it was going to be wildly expensive to have a box like that. And then we thought maybe we'd do a subscription service where you got a box every 3 months, and then we have changed the program altogether. And over the iterations, there's been a kind of a lot of soul searching around this. And for me, I have been a big proponent of the ownership world. You should own things, in my opinion. I think that the world that we've created is this world of rentals and lesses. I mean, like the new controversy surrounding, I think it's the Nintendo Switch, I could be wrong, is that when you buy the game console, you're not actually buying the game console. It's like a lease, and they still own it. And if you try to do anything with it, they'll brick it, which is wild to me. And it's a prescient conversation because right now there's a conversation going on with Florida and Tennessee talking about eliminating property taxes because philosophically, if you have to pay property taxes, you don't actually own the property because, well, you still have to pay to continue to live there and exist there. So there's a really interesting conversation about ownership. And I think the subscription world we live in, which, like I said, it's not particularly new. I mean, newspaper subscriptions were around forever and things like that. The world of subscription services has gotten really out of control. And so for me, as I've watched this philosophical discussion get more and more complicated around the idea of subscription services and them taking over everything and the challenge and terribleness that they bring, while also looking at it and saying, how can we start one that's beneficial to people? Because it's a good business model. I mean, at some level, it wouldn't be a thing if it didn't have benefits, right? And I think even to the consumer, it has a lot of benefits. There's a reason why Netflix in its early days just dominated the industry, because for a couple of bucks a month, you could get everything, right? That was a great offering. And now it's gotten totally out of control. And we've just recreated cable, which is a disaster. So when we were looking through what to do about our subscription service, for me, as it evolved, I realized what we really wanted it to be was something that was more like akin to layaway. A lot of people have talked to us about how our prices are expensive, and I am very aware of that. I think the quality is there. I think that they're absolutely worth it. But I understand that for a lot of people, especially nowadays, it's a lot of money, right? So for me, an important point of our new subscription program was going to be that you guys were going to get every dollar you spent on your subscription service was going to go back to you as in-store credit. And you were going to get a bonus. So we don't do discounts. That's a big part of our project. We don't really do sales in that regard. We do have bundles, which you can get multiple products at the same time for a better price. That's true. But for me, I think we need to get away from discounts as a country, as a society. I think that the idea that we're going to inflate prices and then discount them artificially creates a challenge for us. But for me, I still want to be able to provide an opportunity for people to be able to get products perhaps at a better price if they can. And for us, this is a good way to do it. So for our membership programs, we have 2 tiers right now. We have bronze and silver. Is there going to be a gold tier? I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. It's currently a discussion about what that would look like, but our bronze and silver tier exists now, and they are $9 a month and $19 a month. And for the $9 that you spend a month on the bronze program, you get $10 of in-store credit. And for the $19 you spend on the silver tier, you get $24 in credit. So that's about a 10% and about a 20%, a little more, but it's about a 20% bonus. Which means that if you were to say, okay, I'm going to sign up for this program right now. Let's say I sign up for the silver program right now in June. In November, you'll have spent about $114, and you will have in your in-store credit account $144. And as part of the Silver program, you also get a free gift at 6 months. Every 6 months, I should say. So you get a free gift every 6 months. So you'll get a free gift in November. So if you're looking at saying, okay, I really either want something for myself or I want to get a gift this Christmas for somebody special, but I don't have that much money right now and the Murdy Creative Company is kind of expensive, but I want to give them a nice gift, this is a great time to sign up for this program. Because there's a little bit of money every month, and then by the time you get to Christmas, you got all that money for you to spend, and it's basically like getting a free present, right? Now, one of the things that I really wanted to make sure was a part of this program was that there was a priority given to our members. Is it fair? I think so, right? These are people who are willing to commit to buying something from us, right? Because I'm not saying you don't get, there is a catch to this, right? The catch is that it's in-store credit, right? So the catch to the program is that you are spending the money, right? It's just you're promising to spend the money with us, and we're giving you a bonus. And yes, the money is in your account forever. And even if you leave the program, the money is still in your account, by the way. You don't get the other perks, but you do get to keep the in-store credit. That's yours forever. But we wanted to make sure that that program had its additional benefits, right? So just as a point, everybody who is in either program, the bronze or the silver, also gets early access to our limited editions. These are people who obviously are big fans of the Murdy Creative Company, otherwise they wouldn't be in our membership program. And so we want to give you guys a little bit of a bonus. With that particular point, I want to make sure that everyone knows there will always be limited edition products that will be made available to the public on Thursday at 11 a.m., regardless of how the pre-sale went. We are limiting the number of products available in the limited edition early access to the members. There are only so many that will be sold in that particular 24-hour time period, explicitly so that people still have a chance who are not members to get access to the limited edition. So if we have only so many products available in our of the leather that we've purchased or the things that we've got for the limited editions, a portion of that will be allotted to the early access and a portion of that will be allotted to the regular program. So don't worry. A, if you're a member and you miss out during the early access period, you still have a chance during the regular period. And B, if you aren't a member, there will still be limited editions available. However, there may not be that many, right? So if we've only got so many to limited edition and with the limited editions sell really well, obviously they could sell out still quickly. So if you really want that early access, it's a really good thing to have. You also get priority production. Now, what that means is this. When we have orders come in, we have orders come in throughout the day, all day long. And we do our best to do orders in order. The exception to that is if people order upgraded shipping. So if you order 2-day or next day air, those orders get prioritized and almost, this is a caveat, almost always, they get produced within the day or the next day. So we put them near the top of the priority queue. Now, obviously, there's caveats if we don't actually have the materials because they ordered something that we didn't have or whatnot. Those are obvious caveats that we reach out to people in those situations. But normally, when you buy something with next day or 2-day shipping, the next day it goes out. It gets produced and made with whatever shipping you selected. So for the people that are in our bronze and silver programs, you get the in-store credit, you get the priority production where your order is made the next day under most circumstances. And you also get 24 hours of early access to the limited editions. That's true for both programs. If you're in the silver program, you also get free 2-day shipping and you get the additional free gift every 6 months. What that free gift program looks like is still currently a point of discussion. What we know it will be is this. It will be a 100% discount code that you get that will apply to a specific collection of products that we pick. So you get a pick from that group of things as what you want as your free gift. What's going to be in that program is still up for discussion. We know for sure that at least they'll probably have some of our products in there. What products those are going to be are still obviously kind of in discussion and in influx. I have some ideas about what I want to put in there. We're going to make them good gifts, don't worry. But there's also a discussion about putting things like Murdy Creative Co t-shirts and Murdy Creative Co mugs and things like that, merchandise that aren't available as a general rule in our sales for the store in those free gifts items. There are going to be more benefits and more program options for people in the future. We do want to expand on this program. And obviously, anybody who buys the bronze tier or the silver tier now will get access to any additional things that we put into the bronze tier or silver tier in the future. but we don't know exactly what those might be. I've got a lot of fun ideas. For example, we're going to eventually launch the pens here. I know that's been a long time coming, and I promise it's still under development. We're still making progress. But there's a discussion to say, okay, maybe the membership program get first access to the new products when we launch new products, that we give the members the opportunity, especially with the pens, because the pens are going to be done in limited runs. Now, why we're doing them in limited runs is a complicated point, but it's more because this is a little bit of a different type of production than we're used to. It's a different type of beast. It's metal. There are multiple components. They have to be precision machined. They have to be finished by hand in a very labor-intensive way. So they're a complicated and very unusual product for us. So the concern is if we launch them wide and there's unlimited stock of them and they sell well, it could really hamper and interfere with our regular operations. So the current discussion is to launch them in rounds of a specific quantity. So maybe we give early access to our members and they get early access to those rather than, just going wide for everyone, or at least it goes early to them for a little while. That is a thing. So what the program entails is obviously still in flux. You will get these benefits for sure. But what you also might get in advantage of that is still up for discussion. And we want to hear from you. I mean, for me, this is a big opportunity for us to try to get some feedback and to get people things. I don't want this to be a scam. I don't want you guys to sign up for a gym membership and never go for 12 months and spent hundreds of dollars and not gotten anything out of this. If you subscribe to this program and you forget about it for 6 months, when you come back 6 months from now, you're going to have a lot of in-store credit that you can spend on stuff. And oh, by the way, we send you an email every time before we charge you a day in advance. So it's not like you hopefully won't forget about it, right? We don't want to scam you. We don't want this to be a waste of your time. And we don't want this to be a waste of your money. We want this to be something where you look at it as an investment. This is like layaway, right? For us, we're really excited to hopefully get people to engage with the program. I want people to have early access to the limited editions, especially those who are really engaged in that program. Some people, the limited editions are a really big deal. We've had some people who've bought every one of them so far, and we want those people to continue to be able to collect them. So if that's you, we obviously want to make this program. And there's a lot of people, by the way, who've purchased from us many, many times, multiple times. This is a perfect program for you, right? Because realistically, we're going to be launching new products in the future, products you may like. And if you've been a big fan of the company, if you've bought multiple of our products, buying this, getting this allows for you to get that next purchase even easier. So I would love to hear from you guys. Are there other perks that you want in the program? Are other perks you think you should do? We would love to hear from you guys. It's early in this program's life. We're just getting this rolling. We're just testing this out and seeing how it goes. We want to know what you think. Do you think it's fair? Do you think the offerings are good? Do you think the price is right? Would you like to see a gold tier? And what would you want in that gold tier if there were things in that gold tier? Are there other ideas that you have for what we could offer or what we should offer? And tell us more, right? Send us an email directly if you want, or you can leave us a comment below. Be sure to hit that like notification and subscribe button to get notified when we have new episodes that go live. Please reach out to us if you've got questions about the program. We do want to walk people through it. If there's things you feel like I haven't covered, I want to make sure to cover them. I'm looking at my notes here, make sure that I have all of my stuff. I did talk about everything. So if for whatever reason you want to reach out to us about the program, you can do so either in the comments below, or you can send us an email. We have a contact form directly on our main page of our website at the bottom, or you can send us an email directly at sales@murdycreative.co, sales@murdycreative.co. If you want to get a hold of us via phone, you can text us or call us at 414-434-9001. We're available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time during the summer. That's 414-434-9001. You can call or text that number. If for whatever reason you don't get a hold of us, either during hours or after hours, please do leave us a voicemail. We do call people back. We appreciate that. If you can leave in your voicemail your name, your number, and any information that makes it a little easier in the callback. Otherwise, we've had people who've left voicemails who didn't give us any information at all. So we appreciate it when you give us some clear instructions about what you're looking for, and we're happy to help. If you're going to leave us a review, a good review especially, go to murdycreative.co/review. It'll take you right now to Google where you can leave a review. We move that redirect around depending on where we want the reviews left. They used to be going to Facebook. They go to Google now. They're probably going to go to Google for a while. It helps us with our search engine optimization. So if we have a lot of good reviews on Google, when people go and search Murdy Creative Co. or search leather journals, we come up as a recommended business because Google says that we're obviously somebody that people like. So if you go leave murdycreative.co/review, it'll redirect you to Google right now. If you're going to leave us a bad review, please, before you leave us a bad review, give me an opportunity to make it right. It is deeply important to me personally that everyone has a good experience with the company and with the product. If for whatever reason you are unhappy, before you leave us a bad review, let us make things right. Reach out to us. We want to help. We offer free returns in the US domestically. You reach out to us, we'll send you a label, you send the product back, we'll be happy to refund your money. We want you to be happy. And that's for any reason, right? If it just isn't your color, isn't your style, right? We don't want you to be unhappy. We really, really don't. So before you leave us a bad review, give us an opportunity to make things right. If you want to go read all of our amazing reviews, you can go to murdycreative.co/reviews with an S. And that actually is a place on the website where we aggregate our reviews from our different places. And there's links to different things and you can read them there. They're really fun. I read them out loud to the team whenever we get a new review. Everyone's very appreciative of that. So if you got nice things to say, we'd love to hear it. If you got bad things to hear, we'd love to hear it, but we want to hear it in private so we can fix it. If you want to get something customized with a custom engraved logo, we can do that. We can. Not if it's copyright. We have to have permission for that, but pretty much everything else. We have no minimum order quantities, no setup fees. It's a simple flat fee, normally about $15. It can go up depending on how complicated or how large it is. You go to the main page of the product, you go to the main page of the website and select whatever product you're interested in getting customized. On that product page, there will likely be, not always, but likely be a blue Add Custom Logo and button, Add Custom Logo Engraving, button below the Add to Cart button. When you click that, it launches the customizer. From there, you can add logos, you can upgrade with images, you can add text, you can resize, rotate, reposition, reorganize, all of that other good stuff, and then hit Add to Cart. It will automatically update the price, by the way, in real time in front of you as it updates the mockup for you. And then when you hit Add to Cart, it'll add that to the cart and it'll add one. If you want to get a whole bunch of them because you're ordering for a company or whatnot, you can just change the quantity there. You don't have to continuously go back and forth and re-add them. And if you're going to get a bunch with different names on them, but you want them to be the same thing, what you can do is you can go and add your company logo to the main product and then add in the bottom corner something like example name or placeholder name and then change the quantity. There will be an order notes section in the order place. When you put those, or when you in that order note place, you can either list the names as you want them spelled, or you can put something like, we'll send the names via email or something else. That way you don't have to individually create them over and over. You can just create the one and change the quantity. We want to make this easy on you. If you're going to order for companies or you're going to order any bulk, just for yourself personally, the bulk orders start at quantity 5. And it is mix and match. So you can add whatever you want. And as long as they're eligible items over 5, you start getting those bulk discounts and they go up from there. We are happy to help with that. If you have questions about the bulk program, if for whatever reason it doesn't look like it's applying correctly, we are happy to walk you through that. There are bulk discounts available. So please reach out to us if you have questions or just add them to your cart and it should auto apply. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day and goodbye.